Hi everyone, welcome to the second module of Indian Writing in English. This module deals with prose and short fiction. The first chapter under this section is Tryst with Destiny by Jawaharlal Nehru. It comes under prose section. Let's see more about it. Here is our author Jawaharlal Nehru. I think all of you know him well. Who is Jawaharlal Nehru? Yes, the first Prime Minister of India. He was born in Allahabad as the son of Motilal Nehru and Swaroop Rani. He had his education at Harrow and Cambridge. Inspired by Mahatma Gandhi, he joined the Indian National Congress. He spent some years in prison during the fight for freedom. He was the first Prime Minister of India. He was a freedom fighter with great visionary. He guided India in the first 17 years of independence. He is known as the chief architect of modern India. He has championed the cause of democracy, socialism, and non alignment. He had a great scientific temper and he worked for communal harmony. His works include The Discovery of India, Letters from a Father to His Daughter, Glimpses of World History, an autobiography toward freedom, and Letters for a Nation. He was a voracious reader of history, geography, and philosophy. Thus, his writings are pregnant with age-old wisdom. His style is very simple. It becomes sometimes poetic and sometimes philosophical. The chapter we are going to study is A Tryst with Destiny. It's one of the greatest speeches in the world. It was made to the Constituent Assembly on the eve of India's independence. Here he gives his clear views about India. It refers to the history of the nation. It mentions the ideal of Gandhi. It speaks about the partition and the problems it brought. It says that independent India will give freedom and opportunity to the common man, to the peasants and workers of India. It promises to fight against poverty, ignorance, and disease. The phrase "a tryst with destiny" was borrowed from the famous of the speech of Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1936, which was called Rendezvous with Destiny. Okay, then let's go through the speech. A tryst with destiny. Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in the full measure, but very substantially. Tryst means encounter or meeting. What about destiny? Destiny means fate. All of you know it well. In the beginning of the speech, he says that many years ago we made a tryst with destiny. That means we met with destiny. The time has come to carry out our promises. Not completely, but in a slow manner. Then, at the stroke of midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends and when the soul of a nation long suppressed finds utterance. When the world sleeps, India will wake to freedom. One age ends and the soul of the nation finds freedom to say what it wants. Here he is delivering speech in the evening of our independence. So his vision about India is clear from the speech. A moment will come, and it is rarely in the history of India. We are stepping out from old to new. Till this moment, India was suppressed, but now India is free and it got its voice. That is meant by utterance. That is all about the first two paragraphs. Then let's go through the third paragraph. It is fitting that at this solemn moment we take the pledge of dedication to the service of India and her people and to the still larger cause of humanity. Again, he says that it is the best time to take solemn pledge to the service of India and to her people and to the humanity. At the dawn of history, India started on her unending quest, and trackless centuries are filled with her striving and the grandeur of her success and failures. Through good and ill fortune alike, he has never lost sight of that quest or forgotten the ideals which gave her strength. We end today a period of ill fortune and India discovers herself again. Yes, India is going to start a new life with freedom. India had its successes and failures, but in all circumstances, she had kept her ideals. Now our misfortune has ended. We celebrate an achievement today, but greater triumphs and achievements await us. He says that it's just a beginning. All the misfortunes are ended because the British people left India. Today we are celebrating the Independence Day, but more triumphs and achievements are awaiting us. He says that we are going to win everywhere. Now we have freedom, we have people, so we should take the pledge today itself for the service of India as well as to the humanity. That is what is discussed here. Whatever the circumstances comes to India, it has never forgotten its ideals, always followed morals and truth. That only give her strength to survive. The achievements we celebrate today is but a step and opening of opportunity to the greater triumphs and achievements that await us. Are we brave enough and wise enough to grasp this opportunity and accept the challenge for the future? It's just a beginning and we are going to explore the world with more and more triumphs and achievements. So what we have to do? We should be brave enough to grasp the opportunity and accept the challenge for the future. Freedom and power bring responsibility. The responsibility rests upon this assembly, a sovereign body representing the sovereign people of India. Before the birth of freedom, we have endured all the pains of labor and our hearts were heavy with the memory of this sorrow. Some of these pains continue even now. Nevertheless, the past is over. It is a future that beckons to us now. So, in order to explore the world, we need two things. What are they? Freedom and the power. If we have these two quality, what happens? It brings responsibility. Responsibility is there in that assembly. We have seen that Nehru is addressing the assembly, constituent assembly. There we have elected members. They represent sovereign people of India. Before getting freedom, India has undergone all kinds of pains and agonies. So the people's mind were filled with sorrows. Some of the pain may be there now also. However, past is past always and past is over. Now we have to concentrate on the future. Then we have to build the future. So we have to be so responsible. Freedom and power with us now. So we have to be responsible to achieve more and more successes. Long years ago, India made a tryst with destiny. What does Nehru mean by this? That is the first question from this chapter. It means that India's freedom struggle has begun many years ago. Then we were under the yoke of British rule and we want to be free. And to get freedom, we had to struggle a lot. In our decision to get freedom, we were making a tryst with destiny. That is the answer. Service of India means service of millions who suffer. India has a lot of poverty, ignorance, disease, and inequality of opportunities. Service to India will remove all those obstacles to progress and prosperity and make India a good country for everyone to live and enjoy. This much is enough for today. Nehru's vision about India is clear from these paragraphs. He is delivering an inspiring speech in the eve of Indian independence. He is motivating the people to do something and want the people to forget about the past, the sorrows, struggles, and the failures. And he wanted us to keep our ideals. I think all of you got it well. Thank you for being with me. Thank you.